Hi, dear student, how are you? Today we are in lecture number 3 of S block element for NEET and JEE. Some basic concept discussed in last two lectures. Here we are going to extraction of alkali metals, means derivation of alkali metals from its salt. It is called extraction, but there are many problems in the extraction of alkali metals. So one by one, they are strong reducing agents, means itself experiences oxidation, so which is called strong reducing agents, and hence cannot be extracted by a reaction of their oxide and chloride. Oxide and chlorides. There is a problem in the extraction. Second problem, they cannot be electrolysis in aqueous solution. When we take aqueous solution of NaCl and we are dipping two electrodes, anode and cathode, we are passing electric current. So Na plus moves toward cathode and water also. Here reduction potential of water is higher than Na plus. So we can't get sodium on cathode. It gives on reduction H2 gas plus 2OH minus. So by electrolysis method of the aqueous solution of alkali metal salt, we can't get metals. They cannot be displaced. Third one, they cannot be displaced from the aqueous solution of the salts by other metals. Due to their high electropositive nature. High electropositive nature means losing nature of electron is highest. So no any metal is more reducing agent like alkali metal. So that why they fourth one, that why they are obtained fused electrolysis of molten without water, molten state, fused salts, usually chlorides. We are taking electrolytic cell, molten NaCl is taken. Here water is not present, only two type of ions are present. Na plus NCl, chloride moves on anode, gives a chlorine gas on anode. Now on cathode, Na plus ion gives a sodium. So we can derive some sodium metal. But here melting point of NaCl is very high. Melting point of their chloride are very high. Here you can see melting point is very high. Melting point of NaCl is very high. So we are adding calcium fluoride or sodium fluoride as a flux. Calcium fluoride, potassium fluoride is a flux. So melting point will be decreases and we can easily extract alkali metals. Now one by one extraction of lithium. Yes, extraction of lithium. First of all, extraction of lithium metal. In this electrolysis of a fused mixture. Electrolysis of a fused mixture which contains 55% of lithium chloride and 45% of the potassium chloride is taken in the dry without water. So when we electrolysis it, so Li plus gives lithium ion, lithium metal on the cathode. We can derive. The density of lithium is 0.53 gram per centimeter cube. It is a light weight metal. We can't store in kerosene oil. We can't store in kerosene oil because it floats on the surface due to very less density. Now uses of lithium. First of all, uses of lithium in the preparation of alloys. In the preparation of alloys, which is very useful. First of one, white metals. Mixture of lead and lithium. Here 0.05% lithium is present there. 0.05% lithium is present there. Now lithium aluminium. We are using this alloys. Alloys means mixture of the two metals, two or more than two metals in the aircraft. Third one, lithium magnesium alloys. Here amount of lithium is 14%. Then to make electrochemical cells, lithium is very useful to make electrochemical cells also, which is very important to make electrochemical cells also. Now extraction of sodium. Next point, we are discussing some concept, not full chapter. Store in your mind. Extraction of the sodium metal. It is obtained by the electrolysis. It is obtained by the electrolysis of fused mixture of NaCl 40% and calcium chloride 60%. Fused means molten. Without water, we have to melt this mixture in a down cell. In the down cell at 173 Kelvin temperature, using graphite rod as a anode. Graphite anode and iron cathode. In the NaCl, water is absent, Na plus liquid, Cl minus, then calcium chloride. We are dipping to rod. Here our anode is made up of graphite and cathode is made of iron, Fe. So on cathode, reduction occurs. So Na plus iron molten gains electron, gives sodium metal. It is used to make tetraethyllead, uses of sodium in the making tetraethyllead TAL, which is anti-knock agent. In our engine of the 4-wheel or 2-wheel, when burning occurs of the petrol, so it emits some noise. So this compound prevent knocking, that is called anti-knock agent. Now second one is in sodium vapor lamp. In the bulb, vapor of the sodium gas is filled. So in outermost there is one electron, outermost cell. It gets energy from filament and it became excited and it moves once again in original place. So it emits a yellow radiation. So yellow color, like in street light you can see, it gives a yellow light, which is due to sodium vapor lamp. Third one, it is also used in reducing agent. It is the reducing agent. It reduces the boron from its compound. We can extract boron now from silicon tetrachloride, which also gives a silicon we can extract by using sodium metal, boron from boron trichloride, silicon from silicon tetrachloride. Fourth one, use of sodium is in Wood's reaction. In organic, in Wood's reaction, which is very useful, and many compounds, organic compound, we can synthesize by the Wood's reaction. Now extraction of the potassium. Extraction of the potassium. Extraction of the potassium. Lithium, sodium, then after potassium. It cannot be obtained by the electrolysis of fused KCl, because potassium is highly soluble in KCl, is more soluble in KCl. So we can't extract potassium from its salt KCl. Therefore, it is obtained by electrolysis of fused potassium hydroxide. Potassium obtained at cathode or to at anode. You can see when we take KOH fused without water, K plus and OH minus, and on electrolysis K plus ion moves toward cathode, OH minus on anode. So on cathode, K plus ion gains electron liquid, gives potassium solid. Now on anode, OH minus ion gives 2 OH minus gives O2 plus 2H plus 2 electron. On anode it gives oxygen, on cathode it gives potassium. Potassium plays a very vital role in biological system. Potassium is useful in biological reaction. Reaction occurs in the living organisms, which is called biological reactions. Now, we are in compounds of the sodium metal. Some important compounds of the sodium metal. So one of them is sodium carbonate. Compounds of the sodium metal. One of the important compound is sodium carbonate. We are calling washing soda, Na2CO3 into 10H2O. It is prepared by solving ammonia, process. Yes, this is MCQ. By which method we can form washing soda, solve ammonia process. In this process, the raw materials are ammonia, NaCl, sodium chloride, ammonia, and calcium carbonate also. We are using in it. Uses of sodium carbonate, the softening the hard water. Na2CO3 10H2O is used in softening of hard water. Here important thing is asked, by this method we can't derive K2CO3, cannot be prepared by solve ammonia process. This is MCQ. Reason for that, KHCO3 is fairly soluble into water, highly soluble into water, where in this case sodium bicarbonate is sparingly soluble. So we can separate out. So by solve ammonia process we can't derive potassium bicarbonate. We can't precipitate, so we can't derive it. Now next is sodium chloride. Next compound is sodium chloride, NaCl. Important compound of sodium metal is NaCl. We are calling rock salt, table salt, common salt also sodium chloride. It is produced by seawater. Solar evaporation of seawater crude NaCl obtained here. Crude means impure. Crude NaCl obtained by crystallization of brine solution contains impurities of in NaCl. When we derive NaCl from the seawater, it is impure, crude. So it contains impurities like sodium sulfate, calcium sulfate, calcium chloride, and magnesium chloride as the impurity present into NaCl. What we have to do for getting pure NaCl? The pure NaCl is obtained by passing the HCl gas through the aqueous solution of NaCl. Yes, so it gives precipitate of the NaCl, and we can separate out. and impurities remain in the solution. And NaCl we can derive from. Now uses of NaCl. NaCl is useful in the preparation of sodium hydroxide, sodium peroxide and sodium carbonate. We can prepare from the NaCl. Now caustic soda. Caustic soda means sodium hydroxide. Caustic soda means sodium hydroxide. Third important compound of the sodium metal is caustic soda. Caustic soda. It is prepared by the electrolysis of aqueous solution of NaCl using mercury as a cathode. Here mercury as a cathode. Now aqueous solution of NaCl. NaCl is dissolved into water. Now cathode is made of mercury. So mercury cathode and graphite is a anode. Carbon is a anode. We are passing electric current. So here chloride ion moves on anode. It experiences oxidation, gives Cl2 gas and 2 electrons. Now Na plus and water both moves toward cathode. So reduction occurs there on cathode. 2 mole of water. Why? We discussed reduction potential of higher of water than Na plus. So water experiences reduction, gives H2 gas and 2 OH minus. Here Na plus is spectator. It's not taking part in the reaction. Here hydrogen liberates near chlorine, and OH from the cathode combines with Na plus in the solution. It gives sodium hydroxide and this vessel is called Kastner-Kellner cell. Kastner-Kellner cell or mercury cathode cell. Name of this cell. Now baking soda means eating soda. We can eat baking soda means sodium bicarbonate is the baking soda. Another name sodium hydrogen carbonate also. In the aqueous solution of Na2CO3, when we pass carbon dioxide, so it gives sodium bicarbonate which is sparingly soluble into water, so we can separate out in the powder form. It is used in baking powder. In the preparation of baking powder. Actually, baking powder consists of many compounds. One part is NaCO3. Here in the baking powder, 30% of sodium bicarbonate present, then 40% starch, Then 40% starch, calcium dihydrogen phosphate 10%, calcium dihydrogen phosphate 10%, sodium aluminium sulfate is 20%. This mixture is called baking powder. This one is not given our book. It is used, baking powder used as antacid. What is antacid? When acidity occurs in our body, so it gives relief in the acidity. That is called the antacid. Now last point of group number 1, important biological importance of sodium and potassium ions. Sodium ions are found outside the cell in blood plasma. Na plus ion, first point, Na plus ions are found outside the cell in blood plasma. Understood? And other industrial fluids Potash fluids. Now K plus. K plus ions are present inside the cell. Inside the cell. This ion help these ions helps in regulating the flow of water. Across the cell membranes. Across the cell membranes. All of the cell is called the cell membranes. In transmission of nervous signals from brain to cell and cell to brain, which are useful, and in transport of the sugar and amino acid into the cell, which is very useful. K plus ions active many enzymes. K plus ion active many enzymes and participate in the oxidation of glucose to ATP, adenosine triphosphate glucose to ATP due to different concentration of Na plus and K plus due to different concentration of Na plus and K plus ions in the opposite side of the cell membranes. Opposite side of the cell membranes means wall. So sodium potassium pump regulating inner and outer concentration different, so it regulates water and some many amino acids, sugars. Sodium potassium pump, this one main operates. This pump operates across the cell, which consumes more than 1/3 of the ATP used by a resting human being. Any human which is in a rest position, so it consumes a total 1/3 part of our ATP. These are the biological importance. Now group number 1 is over here. We will meet in group number 2 in next lecture. Till then, bye.